ignore the mess. Came here 2 years ago. By here I mean the middle of nowhere where I live now. I'm from Washington State, Seattle area basically, and yeah, coming here to the Midwest, tiny town, was really, really, really difficult. And as if getting sober isn't difficult enough already, I moved to a town with 3,000 people in it. And coming from a place as big as Seattle, that's a huge change. And yeah, when you get sober, you're pretty vulnerable feeling, and quit it. Yeah, you're just, it's a really difficult time, especially in the very beginning. One of the biggest things, honestly, that has helped me stay sober and clean, not only the fact that now I'm super far away from where I was using, that was the biggest help, honestly. That was because I've tried to get sober so many times, but I just had to make myself give up everything and get somewhere where I didn't have any possible way of going and using again. Ow, asshole. I forgot what I was saying. Thank you. But I forgot what I was saying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, moving out here was the biggest help, obviously, but at the same time, moving away isn't the ultimate resolution. Or, you know, just like deleting all the people in your phone is not really gonna stop you from finding their numbers again, you know? So I would say the biggest thing I would advise is trying to get a job. And I know that's easier said than done for people with drug problems. A lot of us have legal issues, and just, I don't know. It can be hard, but if you can get a job, I highly suggest it. Because only when I got a job did I really start, like, my depression started getting better, and like, I don't know. Because for the first year that I was here, I didn't have my own apartment. We were staying with family, and I didn't have a job, and I didn't do anything at all. It was depressing, and I was honestly drinking a lot. So I guess technically I don't have 2 years sober, but I consider it sober from drugs. Anyway, I keep getting off topic. But working is the biggest thing. Responsibility is actually nice to have, you know, like, and trust me, my job is not glamorous by any means, but it's something to do, and it keeps me motivated, kind of. Like, no matter what the job is, the fact that I'm doing something productive, earning money, it just kind of feels good, especially going years and years being somebody who was basically just a thief, and just, you know, like, it's kind of a cool feeling to be able to earn money and actually earn it. Also, family. I've been able to get close with family. Our relationships were very strained because of my drug use, and just the fact that I have a relationship with now is motivation to stay sober. And like, the longer I'm sober at this point, I've finally reached the point where it's like every day it's more and more like I would never want to go back. I can't see myself putting myself in a situation where it'd ever be in front of me again, you know? Building those relationships again with people I thought I would never talk to again, and they're my own family. That's, to go from that to talking to them again and being okay is just such a good feeling. I feel like my knees being up this whole time have been annoying, sorry. Also, hobbies. Hobbies are incredibly important if you're like newly sober, or just for anyone, honestly. This is for anyone. All these things are good, period, for people in general, but especially when you're trying to get sober or you're, you know, in recovery. Hobbies, you need, kind of like with working, feeling like you have things to do. Like personally, I used to really enjoy art. I mean, I do enjoy art, but using drugs kind of took that away from me. I was still myself on drugs, but I just obviously only cared about drugs, especially when it got really bad, and didn't really care about drawing or making anything. And like, that's a big part of who I was growing up. I feel like my family knew me as like the artistic one. Like my sister was the athlete. I was the artist because I wasn't no athlete. But really, just ever since I was young, I've always really liked art, and getting back into that has been really hard. You get yourself busy, you get yourself, that's the biggest thing, is you're changing habits. When you get sober, you're completely wiping your slate clean as far as like daily rituals and habits. Like I was so used to doing the same thing every day, essentially. Finding drugs, doing drugs. You're just doing drugs all the time. That's literally all your life is trying to get them or doing them. You wipe the slate clean when you get sober. For the first year that I was here, I felt lifeless almost. I didn't even know what the point of getting up was, because I hadn't done things in so long, and that sounds weird, but I hadn't like tried to draw a picture in years. I hadn't read a book in years. I hadn't done anything for years. And like getting yourself to practice, like sitting down and drawing when you haven't done it for so long, feels like a chore. It doesn't feel natural. It feels annoying. It feels impossible. Like, maybe that's just me, but I know it's not. I know I was just like, this is stupid. I'll just go on my phone. I'll just go on YouTube. It's so much easier to just go on YouTube and watch videos. Just try to stay busy, and also try to exercise. Probably the biggest thing that's helped me personally. I keep saying that for every single thing. I guess these all are important, so I should just quit saying that. But yoga has helped me so much, and give it a try. That's all I can say. Yoga with Adrian on YouTube is fantastic. I love her. I do her 30-day like challenges all the time. Since I've discovered her, which was, I only started doing yoga maybe like a little over 2 months ago, because I feel like probably 2.5 months ago. I've done 2 30 days, and then I'm doing this newest home series that she's doing, and yeah, so roughly that amount of time. But in that time, I have seen drastic improvements physically and mentally. I feel like it's added so much richness to my life. I'm just saying, if you think about trying it, just try it. Because after a couple days in, like, I was like, okay, this is kind of awkward and weird, but after a week I was hooked, and I have done it basically every day since. I think I've maybe not done it 1 or 2 times. Every other day I've done it, and that's weird for me. I think it's helped me with my like drawing too, because I've gotten better at making myself sit down and draw something. I don't know, I feel like yoga has given me a little bit of discipline, because I've made myself do it every day, and there weren't many things that I made myself do every day. It just feels good knowing that if you tell yourself you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it. It all kind of goes back to like the whole being lazy thing, and not doing anything just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to do nothing, you know, not even just because of boredom, but just in your soul. Like, you're not living, you're not, I don't know, there's so much joy in creating things and just interacting with the world around you instead of just watching it, you know? add to it. That's what I'm trying to do now, is add something to the world that's like something, you know, tangible. So that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. This is my rough draft for like a first video type thing. So yeah, those are the things that help me stay sober at this point. And oh, I will disclaimer. Okay, so I guess not by everybody's definition am I sober. I do drink beer still occasionally. Like, I don't know, it's just, can you? Thanks. Anyway, yeah, I don't feel like I have a problem with alcohol like that, luckily. But yeah, and I also like, but that's, you know, I don't know. I just feel like sobriety is not just black and white like people try to make it. Like, they're just, it's not. It's not. But anyway, let me know if this was chill, if you see it. Hi, thanks for witnessing this attempt. And there's gonna be many more of them, so yeah. Say bye, you jerk. Can you, he's just looking at this ball. Yeah. Ugh. Okay, bye. Terrible outro, I know. It'll get better.